안녕하세요. Alright, so, doing a couple of different takes with my videos, documenting me learning how to speak Korean while I'm in quarantine. And I feel a little bit better today, which is great. My eyes are still burning, and I still can't smell a great deal, but I think I'm getting my sense of smell back. I'm super excited about that. You never really know how much you miss something until it's gone. So, deleted a couple of videos because I did not like what I was looking at. It's kind of scary. So the camera always kind of shows you what you actually look like versus what you think you look like. And it was a wake-up call. Just saying. So being realistic here. Why do I A, want to learn Korean, B, document it, and C, that's as far as I got in my head anyways. So obviously this is a difficult and weird and rough year for every single person on the planet. There's just no doubt in that. This being towards the end of the year, you can let a couple of things happen. You can either let the remainder of 2020 break you if it hasn't already, which hopefully spirits are still intact. Most spirits are still intact. And then you can take this time to reflect and change and do some things that you may not have done or wanted to do but didn't do, couldn't do, whatever. So, language for me, like growing up in the Midwest, in middle school we had to take Spanish, French, and German in like 6th grade, and you just had to take all 3 of them as electives and then choose which one you would, like to study more. And none of those really. And I don't know if it was just me being a difficult preteen, teenager, or whatever. Just nothing really stuck with me. I mean, I speak very, 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 very little of all 3 of those things, and I'm saying not even like speaking complete sentences. ¿Dónde está el baño? I mean, je m'appelle Alana. It's not gonna do anything. And sprechen Sie Deutsch? Yeah, ambition. I quite honestly don't even remember exactly what that means anymore. So, yeah, that's that. So Korean, I don't have any, friends that speak Korean or are Korean, but hopefully in the future, make some new friends, yay. It's kind of funny because, what really like piqued my interest, and this is gonna sound super stupid and super crazy. My mom was been in and out of the hospital, and it's just a side note, but like going to visit her on the way there, I heard Dynamite by BTS play on the radio, and it was so funny because there's not like an ounce of Korean in there that I recollect. But I Googled them after that, and then it was just kind of like mind blown. I don't know that I was living under a rock for like the past 7-10 years or whatever, and those guys are like pretty amazing. And it sounds really silly that you're just kind of like, oh yeah, I'll pick up a new language just because I like this music group, but yeah, they are super talented, pretty awesome individuals. Like, there's talent, okay, and then there's BTS, alright? And I know it's hard to see. So it's talent, go back down here, and then there's BTS, alright? Talent, BTS, and I don't know what it is. Honestly, I think they put crack in their music because you hear it and you're just instantly like enthralled. So that in and of itself, that whole world opened up more mainstream access to this culture. and it's not the culture of K-pop. It's like the actual culture of their ethnicities and their country. So I think, in all honesty, different cultures and ethnicities should be explored, and not exploited, but explored. And it's like diversity is what makes us complete, and you should have like a innate like need and thirst and want to visit and go and do and challenge yourself. So that is my goal. My goal is to have a full-on conversation in Korean with either someone that speaks fluently or someone who is actually Korean, which obviously would be somebody that speaks fluently. I get you. Yeah, okay. But without embarrassing myself or insulting an entire country. That's my goal. So I didn't do a lot of research other than the fact that I just liked what I heard, and I was super motivated because I needed a distraction, and so the distraction need is still there, obviously, because this isn't going away. But I did some Amazon research, books, consulted Google first, which any life decisions and choices you make, you should always consult Google, because parents, yeah, they're biased. Google, just straight facts. Okay, so I got a couple of things off of Google. One was a website that helps training by video, and that's fluentu.com, and it's like a membership, and they have points ranges that you can do daily, complete those, and you can kind of uptick those points if you want to study more. So basically they'll show you a video and they'll go over context, vocab and stuff like that, and then you'll take a quiz and hopefully pass. And you'll gain points, and they have beginner and introductory, intermediate, whatever you want to call it, and advanced. I'm obviously still in the beginner stage because I'm still quite nervous about making sure that I'm saying things correctly, and that's even with the English language, because quite honestly I'm not fluent in that either. Let's be honest. But that's been a really helpful website, and you can download the app, and then you can go obviously online and do it on your computer and phone. I think it's a little more user friendly, but to each their own. Then also Amazon is my best friend. I got a couple of books from Amazon. One is this guy, and then the other is this guy, which I am currently in. The last one that I got, that's an actual true workbook, is this one, which I am pretty scared about. So the other two books are more of like sight words, plain vocab, and like the alphabet obviously was one of the first things that we learned. And then it teaches you like the more in-depth ones in the second volume, where you have the complex vowels and final consonants, which is like a trip. That's a lot. Okay, but it's slowly coming along, which is nice. And again, don't have any friends to try this out on, so I haven't embarrassed myself quite yet. So here's hoping that that'll happen on a small scale instead of a very large one. Then I also got this, which was really nice too, because it helps you block the letters better, because I was just using a composition book, and it just looks nicer this way. It does. Okay. And it's got the cool thing in here. Yay. Alright. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm starting. Obviously you can say hello, 안녕하세요, goodbye, 안녕, and I can count, yay, and I'm finding it's a lot easier to, for me to write it than it is to actually speak it, just because sometimes it's hard for me to hear the consonants, multiple letters sound like multiple letters, or different letters, and then they double up the consonants too, and those can form different like single consonant sounds, but they have more inflection in them. So it's kind of one of those things. It's just definitely trial by error. My throat is still yucky. But yeah, this is something I want to do for myself, and learn new things and try new things and branch out. And hopefully I'll be able to look back on this and see, like, obviously the progress and, you know, like the memories. Is, you know, positivity is not a strength at the end of this year. It just really isn't. So you gotta do stuff that's gonna make it so. So I'm gonna speak it to existence. And I'm gonna get this, and it's gonna be pretty awesome, and it's gonna be fun. So yay! I'm so excited. Like, I really look forward to retaining a lot of this information. And you know, if you watch the video and I'm, you know, saying something wrong, doing something wrong, you know, as far as speaking, feel free to comment, or you know, I like critiques, I welcome it. And yeah, so we're gonna have fun. Woo, 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 woo. Hey. Anya.